This is the reverse grip or supinated grip triceps pushdown. The reverse grip will allow for almost complete isolation of the long head of the triceps, which is the largest part of the triceps. So if your long head is lacking, this exercise is great at bringing them up. Before I get into the setup for the attachment, you can use a W bar, just make sure that it's long enough, a lat pull down bar like I'm doing here, and my favorite, these push down straps right here, which I highly recommend using. I'm using Vulcan straps right here, and I'll link those down in the description. Later in this video, I'll go over some of the pros and cons of each attachment, and if you're an advanced lifter, make sure you watch it to the end where I'll demonstrate a technique that can help you get even more gains. For the setup, we want to have a supinated or underhand grip, and you want to place the hands outside shoulder width so that the arms are angled 15 to 30 degrees out from the side of the torso like this. So if you're using a bar attachment, make sure that it's long enough to perform this exercise properly. If you're using a narrow grip, you won't be able to get that full contraction at the bottom of this movement. Also, have the thumb on top of the bar for a better grip, and obviously if you're using the straps, you won't have to worry about the width of those hands. But if you are using these straps, I found it to be most comfortable to have a grip where you're grabbing those straps with all the fingers except the thumb like this. So to initiate the movement, use an underhand grip outside shoulder width and being about one step back from the pulley. Bring the bar down in the mid position, have those shoulders back and the chest forward, and with the elbows alongside the torso like this. Lastly, make sure that you have the knees loose and those hips slightly back so that you're able to get more range of motion on that way down before tapping the bar to the thighs versus if you were standing straight up. Lead the way down with the knuckles and the forearms and push the knuckles down and back to be able to get the best contraction in the triceps. Get a 1 to 2 second pause down here at the bottom, and as you go up, think like you are still pushing the back of the hand down, resisting that way up, and going up until the hand is slightly above the elbow and that forearm is slightly above parallel like this. Don't go up too high where the elbow translates forward and up. Make sure that elbow stays back where it's alongside the torso. Now, out of the 3 attachments, the straight bar may cause you to feel the most strain on the wrist, and using a W bar can help with that. But using straps like I'm doing here will get the least amount of strain on the wrist, if any, and will allow you to get the best contraction at the bottom. This is because these straps will allow for the most natural path with the hands, allowing them to go out as you go down and in as you go up. And since there's a strap for each hand, you can push the hands further back and apart on that way down versus using a bar where the thighs would get in the way. Regardless of which attachment you're using, intensity is key, and on the last few reps, it should look like this, where you kind of get to a sticking point and then push even harder to squeeze out a little bit more range of motion. And for the advanced lifters, a technique that you can do is after failure, take a step back, lean over, and get anywhere between 3 to 4 more reps just like this. Thanks for watching, like this video right now, and subscribe for more tutorial videos just like this one. See ya!